what are your thoughts on how it's gone so far? There's obviously been a few ups and downs.
Yeah, it's been like you said, been a lot of ups and downs. Some learning curves, some steep learning curves for people and us as a team, and some real high positives as well. Obviously, when you highlight the obvious, like the Man City game, things like that, the Newcastle win at home was really good. But it might people might not see it, but this weekend was quite positive as well. To be fair, getting a clean sheet away at Bournemouth and taking a point away from home was positive. But it's been really good. Everyone's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Whilst we're learning as well.
Yeah, I was actually at Bournemouth for the last 3 years. And something that Eddie Howe always used to say was like they had a siege mentality, and I'm sure you kind of know the story that they've had from almost going out of business to where they are now.
Unbelievable.
But I mean, the story here, if we're if we believe that we can stay up, if we do under the circumstances that we're in, that'd be some achievement, wouldn't it? Yeah.
We're not like a team that's going to spend like millions of money, like millions of pounds like other teams have. We're doing it with a quite a young, naive team in a sense. We are not many of any of us have played Premier League, and quite a lot of us are quite young. So, when we believe we can stay up, but if we do, it just makes it that all a little bit sweeter that we've done it without breaking the bank account like some of the other teams have. But what we have got, where they've got money, we've got sort of character and togetherness, and we've got a lot of ability to as well alongside it. So it'll be nice. It'll be unbelievable if we stay up. And sort of stay in the Prem where this club deserves to be fair, with the setup that we've got. Yeah,
it's such a young team, like you said, and I mean, I read that sort of Rio Ferdinand has tutored you in the past, and you've got Akin Famuwo in the captain of one of the youth teams as well. Yeah. Do you feel that kind of responsibility to sort of help those guys? I mean, he's not much younger than you.
No, he's not much younger than me. To be fair, where I can help. The younger players sort of coming up, I try and do that. I don't sort of, at the end, what Rio's doing to me is, Rio's career has been unbelievable. So, I can sort of look to him with advice about everything, and he's seen everything from the top level with me, and I can sort of, I'm still learning as well. But the things that I'm learning whilst I'm playing, I can sort of help him with, which is decent. He's very hard working, and he's open to learn as well, which you've got to be as a young player. So he's done really well with us, to be fair, and you can see him sort of, he's really enjoying it, and he's getting better each and every day. He's a good player and a nice lad as well. Yeah,
and recently you've been sort of one of the few, if not the only senior kind of centre back who's out and out centre back available to play. How do you feel Ibrahim Amadou and Alex Tate have got on alongside you slightly?
Yeah, we've been really unlucky with our injuries. To be fair, obviously it's so different from last season. I was used to playing alongside Zimbo, obviously, Christoph, we had a nice partnership, but for Ibra to sort of slot in when called upon like that as not a natural centre back, it's been unbelievable. And although we've not had some great results at times, I'm really enjoying playing alongside him. He's athletic, he's good on the ball. It's a shame people aren't seeing what he's capable of in that holding midfield role, but he's been really good to play next to. And he's a top player. You can see why he's had sort of a career he has had so far at these top clubs like around Europe, and that he's good.
Yeah, I think he had more sort of clearances and interceptions than anyone else against Bournemouth. Yeah. So obviously pivotal to that clean sheet. And exactly, how good was it to get that clean sheet for the fans to have something to cheer about at the end?
To be fair, I think we've deserved one definitely against Newcastle anyway at home. We just sort of, again, there's a situation where we switched off for the last minute or so, and they ended up scoring to make it 3-1. We thought we had a clean sheet in the bag there, but to get the first one under our belt is massive. Just shows that we are capable of sort of doing that and being solid. And I can imagine the fans are happy about that as well. With the recent our goal record, it can play on people's minds a little bit, and sort of it can be frustrating. But like I said, there's a lot of positives you can take from it, and a clean sheet is definitely one of the main positives from that game.
Does last season feel like a long time ago now?
Yeah, it's forgotten about really. It almost does. It doesn't really. It's nice memories to look back on pictures and things like that and talking about. But we've got a bigger task on our hands now, really. So as a reward for doing so well last season, we've got an even bigger task ahead of us. And as I said, we're enjoying it. But yeah, last year was great, but it's gone now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say the Championship's like the hardest league in the country, but this is pretty hard too, right?
Yeah, I heard people say the Championship's the hardest league in the country or whatever, or the world, but I'll definitely argue against that now. With the quality in the Premier League, like each and every week, it's you're not guaranteed a win sort of in any week. You've got to literally fight and give everything each and every game, and it's good, it's exciting now. That's why everyone watches it, I suppose, because each and every game is so competitive. Whereas in the Championship, sometimes you can not relax, but you have an inkling that you're going to win a certain game, and everyone else does around. You can feel that, but in the Premier League, it's so much tougher.
Yeah, and I mean, like Villa and Sheffield have proven that recently. Obviously, Arsenal can't afford to not be fully focused against Sheffield. Just talking about loan spells a bit, you obviously had a loan spell at Shrewsbury. As for our players who are out on loan now, what kind of advice would you give to them? Maybe advice you'd have liked to have heard when you were on loan? In terms of their future at this club.
Yeah, I would actually say, because when young players go out on loan, it's sort of, you see them be, I don't want to say nervous, but it can be intimidating going into like a first team environment for young boys and stuff. And I would say sort of stress to not be nervous, to be as confident as you can in your own ability, and back yourself, and try things. Don't be scared to make mistakes, because you're only going to come back to this club and you are going to still make mistakes, but at a higher level to what you've been on loan at. So try things, make your mistakes, learn from them, and it will make you 100 times better player when you come back to Norwich, and you're ready for first team. You've seen situations before, and you'll be ready for them. Yeah. So
that's why we have things like initiation songs as well.
I
had to do one too, unfortunately.
You had to do one as well?
Yeah, when I went with the academy. Did Sit Down by James, which went down alright, to be fair.
Yeah. As long as you do it. If you do a decent job at it, then you get it. Yeah.
Singing into a HP sauce bottle. It's a microphone. Obviously got to talk about this season, playing for England Under-21s as captain. That must have given you a lot of pride.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. As soon as I was told that I was going to be captain, I was, although told not to tell anyone, I was telling my mum and my family and a couple of my mates straight away, and they were all buzzing for me. It was a real proud moment for everyone involved me, really. So that was, it was an incredible feeling, sort of leading the boys out. And it was in Hull as well, which was nice because it's not too far away from home. Mm-hmm. So I had a lot of people there, and it was a special moment. And I was gutted, to be fair, that I missed the last international break because of the operation. But hopefully I'm fit and available, and hopefully if I keep performing, I'll get selected for the next team as well, which will be another good couple of weeks.
Yeah, cool. This weekend, obviously, the match is dedicated to the No Room for Racism campaign. What do you sort of think of the work that they've been doing in football? Some of the events that we've seen in football lately obviously haven't been what you want to see.
It's obviously like a shame that it's took it to get like this far for someone to for people to start doing things about it. Mm-hmm. And it's a shame that it's in the game in the first place or in society at all. But I think obviously it's nice to see them try and do their bit, but as I said, it's just a shame it had to get this far, where players are nearly walking off pitches and things like that. But a lot of people have spoken about it a lot recently, but hopefully it's kicked out of the game sooner rather than later, really. Yeah,
so that's this Sunday, Manchester United at Carrow Road. What's your thoughts at the moment? How are you previewing that game? Preparations for Man United.
Yeah, we're going to. You can't be intimidated by the name. It's a massive name. They've had huge success over the years, but we've got to be confident. And there's a lot of. It's obviously there. You get the sense that there might be a little bit of negative feeling around their place at the minute with all the stuff going on in the media, but there's some real talented boys at that football club, and it's going to be a real tough game. But like I said, we've got to be confident, and we'll definitely be playing to try and get 3 points, as we always do at Carrow Road. Hopefully the stadium's bouncing. Hopefully it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure it'll be lively like it was for City. And do you feel that really helped you get the result?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think when the stadium goes quiet at Carrow Road, it can affect you in a negative way. So when you hear him like they did against Man City, and it was loud, to be fair to him, you know, I've said it a few times, it's like having a 12th man, and it does help you, to be fair, it does help you, and it makes it horrible for the opposition as well. If you go away and the stadium's quiet, it makes it so much easier for you. So if we can sort of, you know, our fans be a little bit sort of, you know, loud and intimidating for them, it will make our job a little bit easier as well. It's all about them little percentages, and that definitely counts towards it.
Yeah, I was gutted I wasn't there. I was with the Portsmouth Under-21s, with the Under-21s.
Yeah.
And the Leeson.com trophy
instead
of the Man City game. I was absolutely gutted.
Missed the biggest one.
Who's the hardest player you've played in the Prem so far?
The hardest player I've played.
Toughest against.
You won't, people won't believe this because they're always expecting me to say someone from like a big club, so to say.
Yeah.
But I'd actually say Chris Wood and Barnes at Burnley.
I thought you were going to say Zaha.
Well, he's wide. Zaha's wide,
yeah,
so it's a bit different. But them two do not give you a minute of peace. And you know, they're Burnley.
Like, welcome to the Premier League.
Welcome to and Burnley, you know, they'll spin it in behind you, they'll put it in the air, and they'll just be fighting with you 24/7. And that's probably harder to play against than some of the technically good boys at the top. Don't get me wrong, Chris Wood, they're not technically bad, but they're just so hungry and work so hard that it's difficult for it makes life difficult as a defender when they're chasing you all the time.
Yeah.
So I'd actually say them too.
That's pretty interesting. Finally, I heard it through the grapevine that you've got a dog recently. Is that right?
Yeah.
And it's not been behaving too well.
No, got a dog recently. And it's a handful.
What breed is it?
It's a handful. It's a beagle.
Yeah.
It's a beagle, yeah. He's cute to look at, especially for other people. But when you get him at home, he likes to chew everything he sees. Doesn't listen to you. So I'm glad I've got.
Been wrecking the house.
Yeah, I'm glad I've got my partner at home. She entertains me quite a lot of the day, and I'm tired after training. But yeah, he does test my patience, to be fair.
got any routes planned for taking him on walks around the
I
Norfolk
haven't.
area?
No, I've Bagsy's staying inside when it comes to walking the dog. It's far too cold out there for me.
Yeah.
But no, he's got a lot of energy to burn off, so he'll need them walks 100%.
Nice. All right. Well, that's all it's going to take from me.
No
So cheers for that, Ben.
No worries, mate.
And yeah, best of luck for Sunday.
Oh, thank you. You in any more days, or that you done now?
Yeah, I'll be here. Yeah.
Back end of the week, will you be in?
Yeah. I'll be at the game as well, which could be a bad omen because obviously City game wasn't there, so
maybe
I'll
stay away.
go to Portsmouth or something. Yeah, loaded.